2 minutes to go. And then we start, we move. I see we have about how many people already joined in. Thank you so much to everyone who joined in early. Super duper appreciate you. I'm going to make this one of those webinars that you will never forget, because that's literally what I plan to do, to ensure that as much as possible, you look at the time that you spent here and you tell, and the you see that it's worth it. Like, you didn't just come to sit down. I promise you, what I'm telling us for free today is stuff that people pay thousands for. Thousands. And I'm not even making mouth or anything. And I'm sharing it because I honestly, truly believe that most of us are not here to just, especially if you're in the UK, you're not just here to work, catch a shift, all of those things and die. No. You're here to actually better yourself. And I firmly believe that we can do so much more than we're doing. So that's why I literally sat down. This was one of the hardest things to put together, because I'm still doing it myself. And there I am putting it together and trying to tell people that, look, guys, you guys can do it. It's one of those hardest things. But I'm just excited because I truly believe that anyone who joins today is going to leave feeling like they're empowered, feeling like, yes, I truly came here and I got something that was worth it. And it's not theory or anything. This is like proper. You can do this. This is what is happening. This is the truth that nobody's telling us that is available. This is beyond, like, oh, let me just come. It's just This is real facts. And I'm going to give you exactly how to do it, the directions, how you can grow from it. And I promise you that it's not a waste of your time. It's something you will look back and be like, Omo, so this thing is possible. That's exactly it. It is extremely possible to buy businesses in the UK, businesses that are for sale, businesses that are already doing what you want, and you will be amazed at the number of businesses that are available for sale. Like, you will be gobsmacked at the numbers that, and I think for us, it's not like something that we're used to. We're not used to it because it's not something that you see in like Africa or something where their businesses already all it doesn't exist, like that. We don't have that sort of structure where people are able to do businesses and are able to do this stuff. No, it's something that is not something that we normally do in our own society. So this is different, and that's why it's something that I'm so passionate about, that no one is really telling us that we can do. Okay, thank you very much for joining. I think we have hit 5 o'clock on the dot. I'm so grateful to everyone who's been able to join us today. Thank you so much for coming in early. Really appreciate it. Thank you for your time. I'm going to keep it under 1 hour 30 minutes as much as possible so that we can take questions. But please feel free to comment in the section in the chat box if you can hear me. Please comment if you have any questions and put it there. And even if it's questions that are not fully related to this, please let me, I can still, answer it, but only after the call. Yeah. But if anything that has to do with buying a business and stuff, please put it here. I promise you, like I said, I'm too old to sit down and not, and not make sure that what I'm talking about is correct. So if you're here with me, can I please see a comment in the comment section from you? Like, you can hear me, everything is crisp and clear, and then we can get into this. Please let me see it in the chat section. The reason I chose this is because I feel like live streaming here just works totally for my page, as also it just makes it easier for a lot more people to come in, because I was trying to do it via Google and it was just giving me stress. So but now, okay, beautiful. Hi everyone, so let's start. All good, beautiful. So I can see everyone can hear me nicely, nice and good. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. My name is Shols. Shola for me. Nice, you can hear me. Thank you very much. My name is Shols. My full name is Shola for me, but please call me Shols. Everyone does that. I'm a media tech exec by day. I have led some of great companies that you probably heard about: Paramount, ETV, MTV, and so on. So by day, I'm a media exec. I work at the intersection of tech and entertainment. I've done that for the last 16 years. But 24/7, I'm an investor. I'm sure most of you probably know me. Thank you, crisp and clear. Beautiful. I'm an investor. I've invested for the last decade of my career, of my life, and I continue to do that. I continue to invest stocks, ETFs, crypto, real estate, businesses. I invest quite a bit, and I'm also a money coach. That's why a lot of you probably know me. You don't know I have this full other life of media tech that I do and I love as well. But coaching thousands and thousands of people. I've truly coached over 20,000 people one way or another in their investment journey, stocks, crypto, buying businesses, all of that. And we continue to do this. Okay. Now, let's get into the meat of what we're going to do today. Please, I want you guys to take this straight when I tell you that this is one of the hardest webinars I've put together. And it's also because I truly believe that is a place that nobody has really spoken to us about. And I truly believe that this is really, apart from investing, buying businesses is really our hold if you live in the UK, even if you're in Nigeria or Canada or America. This is truly the way that we can grow. I'm going to show you how. So what we're going to cover today, I'm going to show you the opportunity, why acquisition beats startup. I'm going to show you 7-step roadmap from when you start to hand over to when you actually start finding the business, all of those things. I'm also going to show you how to get financing. I know that that's one of the biggest problems people have, that where am I going to find the money? I explain to you what you can do. I'm going to show you how to do due diligence, how to start to do it. And then I'm going to, give you a resource checklist that I can send to you and you can use when you want to acquire your own stuff, when you want to really go on. Okay. So starting off very quickly, why don't you build a business? Why do you have to buy a business? All of those things. Guys, number one, if you go and check, overall, over 90% of startups fail within, the first couple of months, thereabouts. But those are even last up to 3 years, 60% of them still fail. So that's why if you're starting a business, especially for you as an immigrant, that right here, you are still trying to find your leg. You're now saying, I will now do one more business. Especially, that in Africa, when we want to do business now, it's very easy for you to just start selling and go here. There are different things that have to be in place before you can even start. So that already sort of affects things and all. So starting a business, while it's good, that 90%, like I can give you 500 reasons why startups, you're starting a new business and it fails. Different reasons. So that's number one, the biggest issue. Why do you want to build something and start when there's already businesses that are available to buy? Number two, day one cash flow. If you want to do a business today, you have to still, gather do the research, know if people are buying this. Then you have to find the money to start small. You have to start contacting the suppliers, or you have to start doing all of these things. Day one. But if you are buying a business, from the first day you buy that business and you guys shake hands and it moves on, you already have customers that are already buying, you already have contracts, you already have staff sometimes in place. Plus, if the failure rate of startups is already like 90% of them fail before the first 10 years, these businesses that you're buying, they've already crossed that phase. They're already making it. Yeah, because I'll show you that there are some businesses to just avoid. So this one's already making it. So that already just helps you to get away from all that hurdles. Number three, faster wealth building. You're already leveraging profits to repay profit loans. Most of the time, if you're smart with these buying businesses, you are actually going to use the money from the business to pay back. Yeah, so you are buying a ready-made business and you'll be amazed, like I said, as the number of businesses that are available to be bought. Yeah. Number five, you can now add your own genius to it. You now be able to say, and you'll be amazed, guys. You'll be amazed at the businesses in the UK. Established businesses that are making thousands and hundreds of thousands of pounds that they have not updated their websites in the last 5-10 years. They don't have good systems in place. They don't have CRM. They don't have automation. They don't have all of those things. And you can add your genius, your own wisdom, your own intellect to it. Even from as little as a cleaning business. There's so much you can do to make it better. And that's what I'm going to tell you today. And so, number one, before we start out, I want to inspire us with someone that I read a story. There's a book I read by this lady called Cody Sanchez, and it really inspired me. And it's the name of this guy. And I want you can just Google him on the side on yourself. It's called Huizenga. Now, this guy was literally, he used to pack rubbish. Yeah, he was that's it. And then after working with his boss for a while, he saw that he's going to start a business. Why doesn't he talk to his boss and say, what's happening? Give me a share of this your stuff. Let me be doing. That's exactly what this guy did. He spoke to his boss and then bought a $500 share in the small business, which is a very small amount. They gave him a route of where he can be picking rubbish and co. And this guy went from there, from buying that, from doing it, into scaling, into becoming the biggest waste management business in the whole of the US. Big, literally, you know, when in our language they will say that there is money in trash. That's what this guy did. Yeah. Number two, he now scaled. He went from there to into other businesses, blockbuster or a blockbuster video, using the same thing, buying into an existing business or buying an existing business that and co buying it, that literally. And what did he do? He bought, he will professionalize, he will replicate. And that's what you want to do. He will create systems. Literally, that's what this guy did. And he turned it into, from buying a small stake in a single garbage truck business. He just went, even when they gave him the truck, guys, they gave him a small truck, that was already down. And he bought it and he went from there. From there. So he didn't have to start anything new. He bought what is available. I know this might seem strange to us. I'm going to answer a lot of questions that I can already tell is in your head. You're asking yourself, why are people selling their business? Maybe the business is already in trouble. You'll be amazed that that's not the case. I mean, there are some businesses that are in trouble. I'll tell you that for free. But there's quite a lot that trouble has nothing to do with it. Yeah. So why are we looking at this? What's the reason? Guys, there is a lot of businesses that are available that for now the problem is because, number one, the people there are leaving, are dying. So in the UK alone, and I think, and I know I have a slide for it. In the UK alone, yeah, let's look at it. Let's look at this one first. In the UK alone, there's over 5.5 million SMEs. That's small medium enterprise business. Over 5.5 million of them. Yeah. And they're the backbone of this country, of this UK. That's why I say when we are here, we are not just here to work or be ass wipers and die. We're here to innovate. We're not here to look like fools. We're not here to just work and be talked down on and go. We're here, and you need to just lift your mind and be strategic in the way that you think about it. And you see exactly what I'm saying, the opportunity right in front of our eyes that nobody's taking advantage of, that we need to step into. Yeah. So you see, there's over 5.5 million SMEs. And out of this, it's actually not 3%, it's 30%. I made a mistake in that. So 30% of owners are planning to sell in the next 5 years. 30, not 30% of owners are planning to sell in the next 5 years. There's what we call, and if I go back to this slide, yeah, there's what we call the boomer exit wave. A lot of the owners of these businesses I'm telling you about, which is about 5 point something million of them, a lot of them are over 55 years old. And they are looking to retire. Some of them are not even looking to retire, but their kids are not interested. A lot of people nowadays are interested in flashy, beautiful businesses, things on TikTok, things that people know me, influencing, this, all of that. But the thing is, if you look at it, there are some things that no matter what happens, some sectors that no matter what happens, they don't die. Those sectors are there forever. There are things that we need: plumbing, cleaning, childcare in this country, adult care, funeral, this, that. They are there forever because you would always need them. And that's where the opportunity lies. On cool sectors that don't die, they are the places where and those businesses exist. I can tell you for free, some of you on this call are likely working in this uncool business, in the business of adult care, in the business of childcare, in the business of cleaning. Some of us here are doing it or we've done it previously. All of those places exist. Yeah. Now, guess what? In these businesses as well, because I'm sure people will be like, Shebi, are just coming into this country. Are people not already buying those things? I'll tell you for free. Most VCs, venture capitalists, they're not interested in a business of 50,000 pounds. They're not interested in a business of 100,000 pounds. They're interested in businesses of 1 million, 10 million. That's where they play. They're not interested in small businesses like this. That gives opportunity for you and me because those things exist. Those businesses are there to be bought. Yeah. Number 3, these businesses already have customers. You don't need to be chasing customers. The customers are already there. They're already repeating. They're already buying from this person. You just need to automate. Like I said, you just need to know that the gold is in there. We need to do it. And then number 5, something that is unique to us is that cultural edge. The fact that we can offer, we understand service. We understand those. I know that some of us are mad. No, man, but some of us, I know. But hopefully, because you've come here and you've seen the way services, yeah, those people that are not thinking right. But what I'm trying to say is our community oriented service, the way that we work as Africans normally, that we are hardworking and cool, we can mesh it and really create an edge. And that edge will go beyond just now, it will go into the future. So that's why it's very important to look at something like this. Guys, let me know if you're still with me and I'm not speaking to myself. Yeah. And you can hear me clearly and you are listening to this. Trust me, it's very important. You will see exactly what I'm saying. There are lots of sectors that are on sale. Lots of top sectors. Yeah, beautiful. Lots of top sectors that are on sale. Lots of sectors. Things in trades, in care, in retail, in logistics, so many sectors are on sale. And I can assure you, if I open a simple website now, thank you so much, guys. I can see that you guys can hear me. If I open a single website now, and you will see thousands of businesses a day ready to be sold. And funny enough, that's not even the best part. They are the ones that are not even online, that they are available for sale. But we don't even know. We're not even talking about them because they are not out. They are brokers at different places where we can find. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Thank you so much. I can see that you guys can hear me. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay. So like I've told you, the opportunity is there. There is post-Brexit staff shortage. Most of us are here working in care, but there's a lot of other businesses that I can tell you for free. Some of the care homes, some of the stuff you guys are working at, people are working at, they are for sale. They are out for sale. You just don't know. The owner is trying to, either retire and stuff. And guess what? A lot of kids now, they're not interested in their parents' businesses, especially here in the UK. Some don't even have kids. They spend their lives, with their pets, which is great. But it's just that we need to take advantage of those opportunities. We are not here again. We're not here to just work and die. Yeah. We're looking for businesses. Remember, what we're looking for now is a business or businesses that are already existing, businesses that already have customers, so you don't have to go and look for customers, businesses that already have systems, businesses that are already established. Some of them already even have, real estate. They have their own land or shops and all of those things. I promise you, they're available for sale. You just need to put in some of the work. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, no, but I promise you, just follow through with what I'm teaching today, and you see exactly how you can do this, and you see that you can actually build this thing, and this thing can work very well. Yeah. Okay. Next up, I want to talk about someone that did this. This lady is from Kenya. She came into the UK about how many years ago? I think about 4.5 or something years ago. She bought this is not a picture. She bought so she works in cleaning. She's been cleaning for a while. So when she noticed that her boss was older, and cool. So the boss she heard a conversation of him, planning to sell the business, talking to a broker, and she approached. And what she basically bought is, she paid for she paid about 45K. Now, how did she do this thing? The business had contracts with 30 different homes, and some were homes, some were companies. So that's basically what she bought from this guy. Places where they already have contracts with them, all of those things. So she got a loan. The loan, she had saved about 15K. She got a loan for 25K SBA loan. I'll show you where you can get some. Then she got some from small church members who invested and co. And what did she do? She simply put in online bookings, did Facebook ads. That's what this lady did. She bought that business off the man. Right now, she's working for herself. She doesn't even have to work. She has staff. And the business is able to pay her a salary, even more than the salary she used to get. She can get out of this business anytime she wants to because it's sellable. She can resell the same business. Now the business is doing about 1.5% of what it used to do. That is, I said about 1.5, about 1.5x. That's over 150% of what it used to do. And this is someone like us from Kenya. And guess what she did? She bought a business of 45K. To me, she could even have done better because she could have gotten a seller financing and added onto it. And that will have given her a lot more edge and co. But see what she bought. The company already had 30 contracts. A firm that already had, it was a cleaning firm, just cleaning their offices, cleaning their stuff. She bought those, she just bought it, and that's that. So you see, Apart from the mops and all of those things, which are small perishable stuff that she bought, but at least they had a few. They didn't have an office. She didn't have any office. There was nothing. It's a business that she can get anybody to do. Anybody can clean. You just need to tell them what to clean and go. Those are the things she did. And see what she bought and how she was able to transform it with something very simple that you can see here. Facebook ads, booking, did all of those, did small websites that the man did not do because the man was old. Guys, are you beginning to see my train of thought to this? And I tell you, see, businesses like this, they litter everywhere in this UK. They litter everywhere. So that's one. Let's move on. So now I've told you this is one person who's done it, and I've told you exactly what she did. Yeah. Let's move into how can you do this. So the first thing, I'm going to give you a 7-step of what you need to understand about this and how you too can go from where you are to the next step. So we're going to start with the self-assessment and criteria because I don't want you to go and buy rubbish. Guys, one of the worst things you can do is to buy a business that doesn't have sense. Because you see a job, you can stand up and walk away. But you see, when you buy a business, you buy everything and you will lose serious money if you don't put some finesse and understanding and not rush it. Yeah. So I'm going to give you self-assessment. Number 2, deal sourcing. I'm going to tell you exactly where to look online and offline. Then we'll go through the screening, how you screen 100 to 50 businesses, how you look at deep analysis of some of them. And then you go from your offer negotiation and then due diligence, the things you need to look out for. And then financing, you close and you transition. Yeah. You guys still with me? Sorry, I keep asking because I want to know you guys are with me. Yeah. And you guys can still hear me. Everything is clear and you understand so far. Don't forget we have a chat section if you have any questions and all of that. But if you can still hear me and you're still going with me, I see that we're increasing the number. Thank you very much. If you can share the link as well, please do share. If not, let's go on, please. Yeah. Thank you. I can see people are saying we are here. Beautiful. Okay. Number 1 is your self-assessment. I don't want you again to buy rubbish. You have to be brutally honest with yourself and say that for someone who hates weekends, be gallant. Oh gosh, Nigeria. I love you guys. They say Africa. I say we gallant. We are here. Okay. So for someone who is here and who you have to look at number 1, your skills and your experience. What do you have experience in? What do you know? What do you like? What do you do? What can you do with your eyes closed? You have to look at those things. So what skills and experience do you bring? Are you already an electrician? Are you someone who, is into digital marketing? Are you someone who is into accounting? You've done accounting for years in Nigeria and then you moved to the UK here and you are just doing care work and it's fine because you're trying to what they call it, but you already have correct accounting brain in your head. Marketing, all of those things. Start with that. So what can you take tomorrow that you can do in your sleep? There's some things that if you give me now, I will do it in my sleep. Like because I know it so well. Now, what are those skills and experience? Now, it's not only those things you've done before. What are you doing now in the UK or wherever you are in the world that if they tell you to go and do that thing, you can do it very well. That's the first place to start. Yeah. Lifestyle fit. That's the second thing you want to look at. Look at the hours. If you're someone who doesn't wake up early, cleaning is not your destiny, man. Because those offices want their stuff cleaned early in the morning or late in the night or during the weekend and so you have to find those things. Also, look at like your if you are someone who is into building stuff, then getting into a manufacturing business. And I tell you, you'll be amazed. Manufacturing businesses are on sale. As much as you can think of, guys, their businesses on sale. Or some of them, they don't know they're on sale. It's for you to now convince them and just have a conversation about it. And you'll be amazed at how easy these things are. You just think that, I don't want you to put in your mind that no, trust me as we go. Yeah. Number 3, you have to also look at the capital you have. If you are someone that is only 10K that you have, okay, know that your 10K, as small as it might sound, your 10,000 pounds, you'll be amazed that you can still buy a business of 100,000 pounds with your 10,000 pounds cash. You can get a loan for the rest or get a loan for some of it, get seller financing, mix it together. Before you know, you've bought a business of 100,000 pounds and you are solid and you will be paying back and go. And I'll show you what to look out for as we go on. Yeah. To look out for to make sure that you can be paying all of those things. Your network. Network is so important. And in this place, that's why we as Africans need to go beyond our rooms or our houses and co. Your network is key. Let me give you an example. If right now I'm very good at talking about stuff, marketing, I'm very good at media, that's my work. If I have a cousin who is very good at, let's even say, for example, plumbing, he's good at plumbing, he's been a plumber here for a long while, he does plumbing for small, small stuff. I can easily speak to him and say, bros, you've been doing this plumbing for, what's your client? I have like 30 people or 20 people that service all over the year. Okay, if I buy this business from you or something, how about we scale it? I can do this, we can do that. Before you know, you build a network. Or if you're someone that you are into accounting, you know other accountants, we can build it, we can get a firm, we can buy this firm and we do. You focus on maybe M&A, I focus on this. Before you know, your network is very important. Your network, the little people you know who have experience in different things, that comes together. Number 3, your passion. Your passion, something that you can do without getting paid, something that you have like something that you love, is very key. If you can merge all of this, if you are lucky enough to merge all of this, then you find what we call your zone of genius. That place where you can do that business in your sleep because you know it, you have a passion for it, you have experience or network of people that you can link together. And finally, link into your personal why. I can tell you personal why for all of us. We don't want to die working care work, or you don't want your back to break. You don't want to have sleep disc. You don't want to do, you want stability. So that is your personal why. Yeah, that is your personal why. We'll get to seller financing units. Don't worry. We'll get all the seller financing. We'll get into that. Don't worry. So that's your personal why. That so merging all of this together, that's your first. Remember, I told you that's the first step. Assess yourself that do I really want to buy a business, or am I in the place? And I tell you, so far you can put some small money together. Some businesses say you don't need to have cash. You can just, there's a way you can do it, that you can work with them, leverage your skills, and start slowly getting in. So that's what I want you to start to look at. I want you to open your mind and go beyond that layer of I don't have money, but if I can see this business, if I can see this opportunity, I'll do it. The next thing I also want you to look out for is your lifestyle faith, your hours. If you are someone that you are a churchy person like me that likes Jesus very much, then if you go open a pub, I don't know, or life, or all this Jupa Jupa club, I'm not sure you will like it. When people are doing things inside the club, your spirit might not like it. So you have to tell yourself the truth. Maybe that's not my destiny. So you just need to look for that fit. If you're a carpenter, buying a business that is into like just a place where you talk to people, it might not be your calling. You want something that at least you can do it. I promise you, there's carpentry workshops for sale. Things I've seen since I've been doing this stuff. Okay, let's move to the next step. Where do you find these businesses? There are multiple ways to find them. The very public ones that you people have probably heard about, things like Right Bees. And if I quickly go here, I don't know if you guys can see my screen. So Right Bees. I want to quickly share my screen. You guys see my screen, yeah? Sure, you guys can see my screen. Beautiful. So, for example, this is a business that is for sale. This is a site where they put businesses. I've just put in my own locality here, and I can see what they're saying. This is this week. This is this business available for sale. This is this stuff, and cool. If you go back, plenty. Let me just. Let me just go another one. Right, please. This is just Google tie. This is just one. There's at least 500. So let me say I put in new businesses. Let's say I put in 22. So this starts with a cafe for sale, bakes, shakes, and cakes. I'm sure you know them. Yeah, there's so many. Like you'll be tired. So many businesses for sale. So that's why it's very important that You source and you know in yourself what you can do, so that you won't just be attracted by so many of these businesses that are already for sale. You won't just be attracted by them. Look at this one now. RAC approved vehicle repair garage. I'm sure that there's a mechanic somewhere here, someone who did mechanic. As a matter of fact, my neighbor is a mechanic. He does stuff. If I was to look at some of the things here, is vehicle repair. The old garage is available. They want to do 79 at stock valuation, and ignore all this amount of money. By the time you sit down with them, by the time you look at all the numbers and co, you'll be able to cut this thing, like, because you would, don't worry, I'll show you the analysis. Fully fitted offers, so it has car park, all the things are already there. You already have, so a lot of things that you can even look for more stuff on it. So it's there. You have to just know that this gold, this stuff, these deals are available. This is just one site. I tell you, there is multiple. Like, there is multiple sites like this for businesses that are available for sale. Yeah. So many of them. This is just right biz I showed you. There's businesses for sale, there's Daltons, there's Chrissy's, there's some that are even more specialized than co. That's your first port of call. Yeah. That's the first place you can go and see plenty businesses for sale. Number two, brokers. I go to these brokers. So you see on these sites that you see, right biz, businesses for sale, those ones are like big places where different people, you can bring your business if you want to sell. This person has plenty businesses that they've come to him, they do it. But then the next level is now brokers themselves. Those guys are like M&As. They are mergers and acquisition specialists. They have their own sites where they do. Some of them bring their stuff to this. Let me open one of them for you guys so that you would see what I'm talking about. You see that those ones are brokers. That's all they do. They come, what and how they get paid is they get a cut, you know, of, let me just allow all for now. Okay. So now this is, can you see, selling business, buying business. So if you're looking for, so let's say for example, let's say someone give me your location. Let's use someone's location. Maybe let's use Manchester. Let's use Manchester here, or let's use Leeds. Let's use a place that is a bit okay. So you people don't have plenty kidney in Leeds. Did you people offend? So this is stuff. Let's use another location. Can you see it's a bit more streamlined here because on the, this is Manchester, because on this ones they are brokers, so that's their own. People come to them directly with businesses and go. So you see, so they don't have too much in Manchester here. But let's see, show all listings. Okay, the results are filtered, so let's show all listings. Okay, yes, that's it. All these things. Okay, so you see, mini supermarket, urban beauty salon, people that have salon that you've done, you see, a whole one available for sale. Bypass filtration business. Now I'm interested. This is something that looks good, air salon, so many things. Bed and breakfast. I'll tell you some of the business to run from very soon. Show you the ones that you should run away. As you see them like this, you run. There's a reason they're on sale. Now I'm interested. Established home interior business. I like things like this. This is my own bread and butter. Look at this Turkish restaurant. So like I tell you for free, guys, these are business and these are brokers. So you brokers are different from see this. I'm interested in contracts cleaning business and relocatable. Some of them they will put relocatable, so you know that this business you don't even have to be there to do it. It's something that you can take and go. Yeah. So do you see breakfast and after school club? If you people, I'm sure some of you are parents here. You know how much we pay. Yeah, Coventry late stuff. Aha, I'm from Manchester. Beautiful Derby. Ah, nice. My neighbors. Anyway, so if you're a parent, you know how much we pay for all this after school so that your kids will be stuff. And this one is for sale now, 49K. We're showing you that there's so many businesses that are available for sale. Now, this is a broker. So this one is a bit more because they are more serious. It's not like Bugwero sites, all of those things. There are brokers like this too. There's multiple. I have a good list of it. Multiple broker businesses that you can look at that, and those brokers, they might not have a lot as much as those other sites, but these brokers are much more curated. but you'll be able to see that orishirishi, like orishirishi day, you know, like this after school now. If we clicked on it to see a bit more details, so you see they're already telling me to log in and come. Some of them will even ask you to pay them a subscription to be able to see stuff from there, and they will bombard your life with so many businesses. But you just, like I said, you have to find your own zone of genius. That's very important. Finding what you can see, finding what you can do is very, very important. Don't just see all these things and your eye, I promise you, or what you are interested in, gangan, and the one that fits you. This, you see this stuff, to show you how good this thing is, or how stuff, guys, I'll tell you for free. There is a business, who you are. So far, you are not lazy. There's a business available for you to buy that will fit it. Like, because I tell you for free, there's millions. Some of them are not on sale yet, but because you have not approached the owner, is because you have not used and I'll tell you exactly how to say it. Very simple. Hi, my name is this. I buy businesses. I really love what you've done with Co. I mean, would you be willing to have a discussion about selling something very casual, like no stress? That business is so great. Seems you by time tobacco. I don't speak Yoruba, but by the time you even make them feel, oh, wow, you've done so well. I always just see your business open, very nicely done. Are you? I mean, I buy businesses. That's what I do. You will basically, you know. So that's why I'm telling you that apart from this one, said that I already listed, because I tell you, the thing with the ones that are already listed on online and co like this is that they are already 5 times the amount they should charge you for it. So like that one now that they are already doing. Who is this troll? Let me just remove him from this thing. Have the beans been collected yet? Who's your bean person? Just going to remove that person. Okay, so it's about there's already businesses, all of those things that are available. Like, so you don't need to. There's plenty. Like, I don't want to get distracted by whoever this person is. There's plenty. There's understanding of it. Once you do it, you get it. So okay, let me move on. I want to go to other ones that we can again look at. Um, this is Alice Tree. Let me go here. So I'm back here now, and you can filter on these pages, what you want. And on this pages, like I was saying before, I lost my train of thought. Hey, thank you, Jill. Before I lost my train of thought, on this side, when something is already listed online like this, it's usually already they've added money into it. They've put, the way that anything online, they've put a lot of money and all of those things. They are, my brother, you'll be surprised. Tanning salon, you'll be surprised. Plenty that are already there. So you need, and that by the time you now look at the numbers, when I teach you that due diligence, by the time you look at the numbers very well with your sharp koro, you see that African brain we have, you use it to look at the numbers. I'll tell you the people you need. I'll tell you all of those things, so that by the time you check them, you will see that there's something you can still shave off some money from those things, from the amount. And it won't be you saying that their business is not worth it. No, you'll be you saying, no, look at the numbers. Based on the numbers and the numbers that we can see here, this is the actual value of the business and what we'll be offering. And you will do it. So all of these things are very, very important that I would share with you. But I hope you guys are following me, and you can already see the train of thought of first place I've shown you is all these big websites of buying businesses. Second place I've shown you is brokers who on their own, some of those brokers are the ones that are listing these ones on this big. So it's better sometimes I go to specific brokers who seem to have exactly what I'm looking for. Specific brokers, some brokers won't focus. So if you check Chrissy, they focus on some specific type of businesses. They don't focus on others, maybe healthcare and co. So if we were to say now, let's quickly look for, let me say here. Okay, I'm not saying homes. Let me change from here to, let's even say UK wide, nationwide, and let's search. Can you see how many to Besita? Can you see how many brought out for us? 491 care businesses that are available for sale. 491. Plenty. I can tell you some of the businesses you're working at, they're already available for sale. Look at this one now. This is a CQC registered home care business up for sale and can be relocated. If we click on it, and you see they put a confidential on eBay. So first thing I want you to look at is this. Yeah, if you see contact seller here, is likely might not be the seller directly. It might be like the broker or something. Yeah, and then you see the ad. Look at the stuff. The company is for sale. Withdrawn from the market. So we are currently awaiting, maybe someone has bought it or someone has looked at it. But if we look at the listing statistics, or let's look at others, like this thing, I tell you, say plenty. Now you go tire. So that's why I started with that, your zone of genius self first. That's the first thing. So if they've withdrawn this one, let's look at others. But you can see that that's a home care, registered home care business and all of this. I have a client who just bought Nigerian like us, just let me say, Nigerian like a lot of people on this call, who bought can be relocated, meaning that the business doesn't have to be done wherever it is now. So it's like something that if you can go and start doing it in Manchester, even though you live in Leeds, you can relocate it. You can, it's movable. That's what that means. So it's not like one that is tied to like a real estate or something. No. There are some businesses that is tied, maybe they have a shop front or something, so it's tied to that place, but there's some that is not. So that's why you see it as relocatable. Yeah. um and then you see occupational health, but then there are some that will be very high. You can already just reduce, you can filter it to say maybe you don't want it to show you something for up to, this one is, I think they said, is sold already. So look at it, 60K, 80K, 18 to 16, so they will have different things. Yeah, so those are two places that I've shown you now of where you can look for public marketplaces, brokers. The number two place here that you can look for, that I see that the most place, is off market. You see those ones, most of the ones that are already on this website, EBITDA of like times 5 of what they used to earn. I'll explain what EBITDA and co means, of like times 5 or something in the price. But if you do for the off deal, off market deals, that's where you see things, a lot of the stuff. Now, a place that I found secrets that I'm telling people is like your local chamber of commerce. Every place in the UK has a chamber of commerce. I've checked the Derby one because I live in Derby. You check those different ones. Yeah, there's chamber of commerce everywhere. God bless a country like this, they have those things. In those places, that's where all these business people register and all of those things. That's a place for you to dress nicely, join them. I think like the one in Derby, the price for joining, I think, was £1 a day or something. If you're really serious about building something like this, it's something worth investing in. £1 to join them per day or something. That's how much they collect. So about £30 a month to be part of their society. And basically, that's the gathering of business people who own businesses in that region. All of them are there. That's where you go. Dress well. Well, now, if you have Oyibo friend, carry them with you. Go there. What is Chamber of Commerce? So it's a place where let me open Chamber of Commerce for you here in Chamber of Commerce. Okay. So if you see my screen, so every country has like, this is where like business gather, businesses connect, they do all of those things. That's what it is. It is small businesses usually converge there. Yeah. So for example, East Midlands, I live in East Midlands. So this is like for Derbyshire. So if they have a whole place where they meet, they have their own stuff. So everybody gathers together there. All Orishi businesses, people will be there to complain. So as many, I'm sure in your own locality, if you just type in Chamber of Commerce, you will do, and you see saying join a chamber, you can easily join. Find a chamber that is closest to you. You will put in your postcode, you will find. So there are different Chamber of Commerce everywhere. Those places, it is a gathering of people who want to sell business. That's their job. It's a gathering of people who want to buy and sell business. Who are not who want to buy and sell, but people who are in business. So that's where you can find businesses, network. Oh, hi, how are you doing? Oh, my name is this. I buy and sell businesses. Oh, really? If you're ever looking to buy and co, some of those things, that's what you want to do. That's a place where you look at some business owners, like I told you, Sometimes you see in this one, the easiest thing to do is just walk outside. Look at those businesses you've been eyeing that you know that there's plenty customers. They are coming, they're buying and selling, all of those things. Go there. Be nice to them. Smile. Hi. Oh, I love your business. You guys have been here for a while. You'll be amazed at how people love to talk about their business. And I'm sure you met a lot of people in this country. By the time you talk to them about their business, they're interested. They want to talk about it. That's what you want. It's so good. Have you guys done? How is it looking? Oh, I buy businesses. That's what I do. You sell yourself, or even if you've not bought yet. Oh, I buy businesses. I've done that for a while. Or if you're looking at an accounting firm and go, oh, I've worked in accounting firms and I have such good mind for buying them here and all of those things. I'm really interested. So those are the things you want to look at. Small business development centers. We have them all around. Look for the service providers you use. That's something else. I've looked at some people who come to clean, what did they call it? Who come to clean all these floors, all these our floors and co. Agbewole Joe, you just I talked to one of them the other day. Oh, hi, I see how you doing. How's this business? You've been at it for a while. I really like your truck. And co and said, and said, oh, what do you do? Oh, I buy and sell businesses. I always look for great. And guys, these businesses are available. I'm sure you're thinking of that. How come they're available? Because the big VCs, which are the big venture capitalists who buy businesses, they're not interested in small mom and pop businesses like this. And those mom and pops, they don't have children who are interested in plumbing. They don't have children who are interested in shop. They don't have businesses who are interested. They don't have children who are, they have people who are more interested in their shirts and ties. I was reading a story. There are companies now that are dying here in the UK, dying. Like, you don't understand. The company is literally shutting down and the owners are leaving it and all the customers are just stranded and then they move to other stuff because the owners, nobody to take over and they're too old. I was talking to a friend. He works as a insurance broker here in the UK. He's a Nigerian, as an insurance broker here in the UK, and he talks to their insurance caters to preschools. I'm telling you for free, this guy speaks to at least 10 or 15 people daily who own a lot of these preschools. If you know how much preschools charge here for your kids, I'm talking about over 1,000 to almost 1,500 pounds per month for all those kids, preschools and co. So he works for an insurance company that caters to those people. And I tell you, at least 15 that call him every day. Out of those 15, whoa, maybe 13 of them are above the age of 60. Above the age of 60. These are people who own all these preschools and co. So those people, if you are interested in care and you can take care of children and you can, those, I'm telling you for free, that is one place that if you focus on and you buy with sense, you will find so many available. I'm not lying. This is like their insurance broker. So they deal with all their underwriting, all their insurance, all of those things. They have, like, all those people that used to call him. He said that they are at least 13 out of 15 are over the age of 60. They're older women, some 80, 70. And of course, they're about to leave the businesses. They're not, they're willing to sell. So it's not even a question of are they available? There is businesses available for sale. You just need to know where to look. There's so many. So I've given you different ones. Go to if you're interested in buying, go to some of those local. Some of you are working in those places. Go and talk to the owner, do all of those. Oh, my friend buys businesses and is really looking for something like those are the conversations you want to have. Yeah. Now, other thing I want you now do is track those things. Don't just have, if you're looking online, track it, write it down. Oh, this business, that business, or save it. It's very important as we go on. Yeah. Now, there are some businesses that I would tell you, you see plenty of them. Pass, run like your life depends on it. Number one, restaurants. If you check those sites that I showed you now, you see that most of the people there were from restaurants. Restaurants is because the wahala, the failure rates are very high. And the transferability, the fact that I can sell it and sell it, I can buy it and sell it to you is very, very, it's not something that can be easily transferred. So run from them. A lot of stuff, restaurants. That's why you see, if you check those sites, I'm telling you, so many of them, restaurants are on sale. Restaurants. I'm not saying you can, if you are a cook, I know how to cook very well. My dear, restaurant business is different though. Food that spoils, there's a lot of scrutiny on it. All of this you have to check. Yeah. Number two that I'll tell you to avoid is retail stores. There's a lot of retail stores that are also available for sale. Personally, I'll tell you to avoid it. The reason is because you see those retail stores, they are competing with the Amazons and the Temus and co of this world. Can you beat Temu and Amazon at their game? Also, all those drop shipping, those people that used to say, "Let me teach you how to drop ship and co." My dear, it's far, 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 far. Oh. They make money from the business than drop shipping, because Amazon, even if you create a product that is very good, I tell you, by the time you go and list it on Amazon, you go and list it on Amazon, you have to drop the price to very low, and you will now be competing. Now, if you go and put it on your own site and all of those things, Amazon uses bots. They will use to check all those sites to make sure they force you to put the lowest rate, and then they will also still take out of the stuff, out of the money. So all those things, it just doesn't work. Except you're not selling on Amazon, but you are selling. It's a losing battle, because Temu just has to know. Sometimes even Amazon themselves will take the business. There's a business on Amazon who was making $10 million. They used to sell tripods. Really, I've forgotten their name. Really lovely tripods, and it was very good. People were buying. Guess what Amazon did? The next year, Amazon took those Amazon went to China and started creating those type of tripods, almost like exact replica, and put their names on it. Guess what? They also shadow banned that company on their stuff. So people stopped seeing those people. They started seeing Amazon's own. And then those people were selling their own for $600 or something for one. Amazon started selling theirs at $399. Before you know, they banned them from that site. That's how their businesses went down. So you need to know that there are some businesses you just don't bother fighting. 1 second. That you just don't bother hustling or fighting against. 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 second. Okay, just discovered that my laptop wasn't plugged in, so it will not be good for us to. Okay, beautiful. Okay, yes. So you want to forget all of those drop shipping, Amazon business, because if I show you now, there's Amazon business available for sale. If I show you, like there's businesses on Amazon that you see this shop selling, but they're available for sale. There's a reason. Sometimes there are some places that just don't bother competing. Go and look for the essential businesses. Go and look for the essential businesses that people, because I always look for future proof, like recession proof businesses that no matter what happens, people will need this thing, like plumbing, like cleaning of offices, like all of those things, like they are recession proof. Don't go and look for anything. That's why I said, you saw in that my slide I'll show you, I said uncool. Anything that doesn't look cool, that is not fashionable and cool, my dear, my people in Yoruba will say, "Oh, money that you make from garbage and from picking up, the sock away and co, it doesn't smell." So those are those essential businesses, those laundromats, those things that look like they're businesses that survive. That by the time you add little genius of yourself into it, marketing, Facebook ads, do small video of cleaning, those sweet cleaning videos, do small video of cleaning, all of those things. Whoa, it will do well. Manicure and pedicure salon, fantastic. Can you do it well? Can you make noise about it? Beautiful. Corner shop, if you can do it in your region, if you see that there's no competition, the things you sell are good enough, if you can innovate it, what else can you add to your own that you see that people need in your area? The way where we are in our area, where at home in Nigeria, where before you know it, you are selling, they used to sell only water or something. By the time the person has POS, what do they need in that area that you can add on to it? So I need you to think that way. I don't want you to just go and buy a business for buying sake. You have to buy a business that makes sense, and a business that is recession proof. Very important. Consultancy businesses or individual brands. People are beginning to buy people's YouTube page. People are beginning to buy people's this thing. When someone's face is all over it, why are you buying it? Except the person sells you their face with it, then it makes sense. So if you just go and buy this YouTube page and you think that it will not do well. I was telling a very good colleague the other day who wanted to go and buy a YouTube page that had 100k followers and co. I said those 100k followers on the back end, they are following this person for a specific reason. So that channel is already tagged to that stuff, because what people don't know is I was head of YouTube in Africa for about 2 years up until 2023. So if there's anybody who understands YouTube in a bit, I understand the mechanics behind it. So if you go and buy something like that, it doesn't work. Consultancy businesses, they're good if it's like professional service, like a accounting business, like all of those things. Yes, but consultancy, once the person who has the knowledge go once they go, you're in trouble. So these are businesses I would tell you guys to avoid. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Now let's talk about types of businesses or that you should look into. And there's, again, like I told you guys, there's thousands of these things available. I'm going to give you a list of 50 that you can look at, business ideas here in the UK that are doing very well, that you can look at. I will give you at the end of this session, that I will send. Just give me your email, I'll send it to you. I don't want to send it to people who are not on this call. So that's why I can easily send it, but I'm going to give it to only people who stay and who are on the call. Scaffolding. See the money in this thing, this scaffolding. Just go and look for business that are selling. Care business, I've told you, child care. There's money, there's money in it. Like this child care, I've seen it one-on-one. The child care preschool business. The money that is there. They pay, people pay, and imagine you can do yours well, you don't overcharge, you do, like, you make sure you take care of the businesses, the kids, you have, the right insurance, you have the right, you are solid. Equipment rentals, renting things, doing all of those stuff. Home and commercial cleaning. See, this cleaning is gold. Again, I mistakenly wrote equipment rentals again. No, don't worry. Don't drop your email. Don't drop your email on this stuff. This is a public platform. I'm going to give you a form. Put a form out, and you can fill it, and I'll put the stuff there. Online business, any type of online education, anything education online. Education is recession proof. If you have the right one, you'll be good. Painting, carpenter, finance business, plumbing, HVAC. All those HVAC is heating, ventilation, AC, all of those, they will do very well. Garbage and junk removal. All those people who carry those, I forgot what they call them, those big stuff that in case you are moving things, they come, they rent those things to you. Those people are cleaning out very well. Yeah. So these are some that I've given us, some industries that you should look at. Yeah. So now we're going to move into how do you screen. So I've showed you where you find these things. I've showed you some of the types of businesses that you should look at. Do you see these things? I'm telling you, set your job, what you like to do, what you know how to do. You will find some of the best businesses to buy in the digital space. You'll be amazed at the marketing digital agencies available. So they already have contracts, they already have businesses, they already have stuff. You'll be amazed at how many of them are available to buy. Yeah. But again, like I said, I don't want you to go and buy rubbish. So I'm going to show you some of the ones you want to look out. Yeah, look out for. Okay. What's your initial screening? Some of the things to immediately start looking at that. As you see it, you are there. And I want you to treat this thing like you are dating. You know the way when you are dating, you are cutting somebody. Skip hire, thank you very much. Tolu and Damilola, skip hire, that's what they are. Those people are cleaning out. You rent them, just do small stuff. And guess what? Some of those businesses are on sale. I've seen it. So, guys, are you seeing that there's a reason why I'm excited about this thing? Because I truly believe that if we get into these spaces, if we come together, you and your husband, you and two friends, and go sit down together and plan these businesses you can buy. I've told you where you can find some of them. I've told you some online. Even if you find some online, the price already there, there's a way you negotiate it, that you show them the numbers, then you can find the businesses you have looked at. You can find. I'm telling you. Remember what I said. The average business owner in the UK is 55 years old. They are looking to retire. Some of them don't know it. Some of them already know that they want to leave. They want money. They want their money and go. And you don't need to pay too much money for it. I'll show you exactly how to do it. Yeah, as we go on. So some of the initial stuff. Look at the turnover. See, money is the cocoa. You are not buying another job. You are buying a job that must be able to pay you. So you want to look at then any business that by the time you look at the numbers, the profit is 10% after you check everything. Just run. It's too small. You have to look for at least. The least you should look at is 20, but at least get a business that is making 30% profit net, and you will look at those things. Yeah. Some of the red flags, and I'll show you a bit more red flags too. The 3-year sales decline. Sales is declining every year. There's a reason why. Check the numbers very well. You need an accountant. Some of these accountants, they are very cheap with 200 pounds, £100. You that you want to buy a business of 50,000 or 40,000 or 30,000 or 20,000, get an accountant. Let them look at the numbers for you. The numbers some people declare to HMRC is different. The numbers they have in the business is different. The number that you use to negotiate with them is the number they give HRMC, because that's the official number that you can use. That those things will work in your favor. Check lawsuits and bad online reviews. I've seen someone who bought a business, is a Nigerian, yeah, and he came to me after, and he didn't check, he didn't know they had a lawsuit going that they were paying, and it wasn't on the papers, and he had bought that business. And once you buy, you inherit everything. So you want to check those things. Also check the ones that the owners are too vital. So for example, you buy a painting business from this person, and the owner is the painter, is the main painter, and is leaving the business. What are you going to do? The business has gone now. So you need to have a business that has system. So those are the things you want to look at very critically. You want to look at, you see, I told you, based on the care one I only looked at alone, there is hundreds. Look for the one in your own region. Start to prune them by. If it's 50 you look at, you don't need to just check. By the time you look, when you're serious, by the time you look on this thing, before you know, you can prune down to 20. Now those 20 you can now message on those websites. Very simple. You saw most of them will even bombard you. Just message, oh hi, this. If it's the one that you spoke to, those are even much more better. Oh hi, you don't bombard them in the initial stage with give me this, I want this, I want 10, I want this. Start with something small. Oh, I'm looking at your business. You can even give them what they call a LOI, which is a letter of intent. It doesn't mean anything. It's a non-binding something. You send it to them, meaning that saying you will buy the business, or you're looking to buy. Then they will now be comfortable to give you a lot more details, and you can request a lot more. That's when you now start looking and looking deep. Yeah, are you guys following me? Are you seeing the logic? Yeah, are you guys with me? Can hear me? Still engaged, still interested, in what we're looking at? Yeah, please let me know. Let me know in the comments. Yes, 100%. Thank you very much. Okay, yes, we're here. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Udi. Thank you, Edos. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Juliet, as well. Thank you, Inks. All right. So what are some more red flags that you want to look for? Money traps. Yeah. There are some money traps. If a business is not profitable and is running at margins I've told you, under 10. Thank you so much. Thank you. I can see you guys are with me. Under 10%, my dear, you need superhero skills to get it, and just run. Don't even bother. Anything that is not, don't bother yourself. Just run. Then any stuff that is like asset heavy, where most of the stuff is in assets. My dear, because cash flow is the king. Gaga. Cash flow. I'll show you what to look at, what your cash flow must be able to do. What if your cash flow can do those 4 things? Money coming in, buy that business is correct, and if it's real, yeah. 40% of revenue. If your revenue is also coming, 40% of your revenue is coming from one company, then be sure that there's a problem. Let me explain. If you buy a care home now, or you want to buy a care home, and they give you all their contracts, remember that lady I showed you in the beginning? She had about 30 or so contracts with different companies and houses that she was servicing. But if you look at the one that, let's say that this care home, and I have someone who spoke to me about a care home he was going to buy, and in that said that care home, they have about 12 contracts that they're servicing with different, councils and co. Now, one of those contracts was about 40% of their revenue. I told him that that's a danger. That's a huge danger, because that means if you lose that one company, then your business is already in trouble. Just that one company. So any company that already, or any contract you have, or any stuff, that's for companies that have contract, that if you buy companies that they work on contracts. Yeah, if one company already has 40% of your revenue, then you already have to be very careful. I'll say that it's a red flag. Except you now look at that company very well and say that, and you see that maybe the contract you have with that company runs for like 3-4 years, and you see that those people they don't have, because some of those companies, I've seen a care home like that who was looking to sell. They have CQC, they have everything. So on paper they look very good. The key man, the spirit is speaking to you. Key man risk. They had beautiful stuff, CQC registered, everything. The problem was their main contract, they don't do bad for that place. They're already in trouble there. So you would know they want to sell it. You would think, and they'll show you they have the contract, they have everything, but they're already being about to be cut out of that contract. So if you buy that business, you enter that, and you have staff, you have all of those things. So those are the things you have to look for, those things. Now, another thing is debt and cash flow danger. See, cash flow is the lifeblood. My next stuff is talking about cash flow. Cash flow is the lifeblood of any business. If there's no cash coming in, money coming in, going out, run from there. It's a red whoa, it's waving. That's why I put that man smiling. It's a waving red flag. Run. So you want to make sure that, and also you don't want to ever put your money, any money you are going to loan, it's not your personal money. You loan money based on the business. That's why I tell you, see, this thing is sense. You're not going to loan money in your personal name. You're loaning money on the business. Never guarantee a loan on your personal self, especially if it's your first time of doing this. Don't use your personal money. Don't go enter gbese, because it will just mess you up. So don't enter gbese for it. Any loan you are getting, the loan must be based on the business, because don't put your house or anything. There's other ways to do it. Yeah, there's other ways to do it. So you have to be careful of all of those things. If you cannot, if the cash flow is not working, my dear, cash flow is the lifeblood. If money is not coming in, going out, that's why there are businesses that you should just, see, there's some business. That's why I look at people. There's some businesses that, as great as they might be in the future, they're not for you now. So if you look at a business, where a startup business for like a art gallery, or all those fancy stuff like software business, kinikon, that you do all the work, you not be waiting to be paid. My dear, pass, so hard pass. It's not what you need. Get out of those stuff. You want businesses that people are paying for the services, gone. That's why that's why I'm saying, look at the uncool. Don't look at anything that will make you cool. It's not about cool, it's about money, cash flow, money coming in, being able to pay you, money coming in. Very important. Yeah. Operational headaches. We already mentioned some of them. The owner is the person that can do this. The owner, just pass. Because by the time you go and that owner goes, you're in trouble. Check their sales trends. Check those things that, if you check it honestly, if it's going to take too much of your time, if there's no, except that those operational hurdles is your strength. So if it's your strength that that you can quickly put CRM in place that will do this one, you can quickly do all of those things. Number 4, character clues. By the time you start looking and this person is saying that sign by this date, I will do it, or the price will go off, red flag, just run away from them. I don't know how to say run in Igbo, but in Yoruba it's sare, sasala, flee. Once they're telling you sign by Friday or the price goes up, go away. Demand full transparency. Don't, like, I'm telling you, like I told you guys, there's millions of this business, so you can afford to negotiate, and I don't want you to rush it. Don't rush it, because remember, you don't want to buy an expensive job. You are buying a business. It's easy to work out from a job than to work out from a business you own. So don't even do. And then by the time the stuff start piling up, you're seeing 1 red flag, 2 red flags, my dear, don't politely decline. I promise you other ones will come. There is no, for every single person on this call, 100 and something of us that are on this call, there is business for you that you can buy. I'm telling you the fact. There's business that works for you, that is exactly what you need. So don't feel like it's just like boss. It's like London boss or Lagos or UK boss. Another boss will come, Shani. There will be another one. So don't rush, but look at it very critically. Yeah, very important. I promise you these things work. Okay. Now, this cash flow that I'm talking about, this thing is the lifeblood of any business. Any business you find that there's no cash flow, just don't even look for that. And the cash flow should do 4 things. These 4 things for you. The cash flow should be able to cover operations and salary. You see, because when you start this business, except you plan to be working in the business, you need a correct operator. Please, what's the meaning of CRM? Customer management system. It's just a relationship management system that you use. Just use it to manage customers and go. Or content, management system. That's what it is. So you just need those to manage, those things. Cash flow is the king of any business. Cash flow, money coming in, going out, money coming in. So, and the cash flow was able to do 4 things. These 4 things I've written for you. Number 1, you should be able to cover operations and salaries. Operations meaning you need someone there Because I tell you, some of these people, you know that no matter what happens, there's still some not overt, but some covert, thank you, customer relationship management. There's still some overt, I don't want to say it, or covert stuff. So you need a correct operator or a operations manager, and pay them well. That's the thing I see us. That's why I don't want us to mess around. Pay them well. Let this person be well paid in the business, so that they know that you're paying them well, and they put their strength into it, and they can work on that business. You'll be looking at it. If that means, that's if you're not working in the business, if you don't want to. But people who want to work in the business, and you know that that's you, but you should be able to pay you. The company, I was reading this lady's book, and the lady said she pays our operational manager for our business, she pays them over $100,000 a year. And then that's the first thing she makes sure the business can do. If the business cannot do that, she's not going to buy it. But so that means that person, if our own is secondary, if the business can pay for the operation manager, who will be like the head of everything, beautiful. Also salaries, all of those things, the business should be able to pay for it. Debt. So if you get any debt, to buy the business, all of those stuff, usually, here it's easier to access money, access debt. Make sure the money can finance it. The money, the cash flow coming in for what you're buying and selling can finance it. Some growth. So if you want to change things, bring more businesses, get a new tech stack, all of those things, you should be able to also do it per month. If your cash flow cannot do this for that business, don't buy it. And I promise you, there's plenty businesses that this can do, that have all of this. Because remember, these businesses have been running for years. You don't want a business that's been running for 5 years, guys. You want a business that's been on for like 10 years. Very important. 10 years. That's what you should do. The least 10 years. That's the business you want to buy. But I promise, I was looking at the business. I've been trying to look at that. I'm looking at that field. They've been running this business, the husbands and the wife, they've been running that business for 40 years. 40 years. They have no child. They are looking to sell that business. They've been running it for 40 years. So you want businesses that have been there for 10, 15, 20 years. You don't want anybody, any stuff. Those are the things you want to look out for. And this cash flow is the first thing you want to make sure. Yeah. Another method I learned from this lady is what they call the SALS method. This is how you look at the business. The first one is stale. You want to look for a business that is stale. Now, stale doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that they haven't innovated. Like I was telling you in the beginning, these people haven't bought new, they haven't even refreshed their websites. They haven't done all of these things in 10 years. That's a stale business. They don't have any stuff. Old, like I was telling you just now, you want to aim for at least 10 years. See, these things in my brain. I'm telling you before I even get to the slides. Competition. The people who are there are weak. There's no major competition. If you look, I was looking at Debbie the other day. What is the competition in cleaning here? That they will clean for you, there's nothing. People will come and drop flyer. But the actual cleaners who are doing, there's no competition. Bang, yeah. So you have to look for things like those business, and then also need something very simple. If you cannot explain it to like a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old, that's not the business you should buy. Don't go and buy anything too complex. Something simple. This is oh, you see, I just saved you 14K. I told you people that this thing I'm giving you for free is one of the hardest things I've done. I'm not going to lie to you. Compiling this to get to us. Yeah. So get this, look for a simple business without stress. It's anything you cannot explain to a 10-year-old. Oh, we clean houses for people. We ensure that there's stuff. And then we are in extension, we clean, because some of these businesses, by the time you start thinking, you see orishi that you can lump together. So for example, a plumber, someone that knows plumbing. I say now, I'm not thinking of it that, I miss my calling in this life. Because plumber now, before you know, they can do HVAC. The HVAC is heating, ventilation, and AC. Before you know, they will lump all of those together. Before you know, they can do landscaping too. The same people. Before you know, you put subscription on it when you come in. You do small SEO. You start doing Facebook ads. You open small Instagram accounts. You be doing before and after. Before you know, business still love. Remember, this here is premium. It's not like Nigeria. It's premium payment. Premium payment. That's what you're doing. And you are not, remember, we've left the level of businesses that 10 million pounds and we are going for businesses that like 15,000 to 500,000 to 1 million. That's where we're staying in that range. JJ, No, people are not interested in those sort of business. It's too small for VCs to look at. So that's why you see this field. I'm telling you that I've opened for you. I'm telling you, it's a. So look at this sales method. Still, they haven't innovated in a long time. Old, they've been there for a long while. Weak, the competition is not working too hard. Simple, the business model is not super complicated. Don't go and buy anything cloud storage, except that's your field and you know that world very well and you can speak the language and you can see the opportunity. But for someone like me, I won't do it because me or more will give me. But I go for simple, stressless. Yeah. Okay. Next way you also want to look at a business is what they call the BRLT method. Buy businesses that have cash flow. Guys, cash flow is the lifeblood of any business. If that business doesn't have cash flow, you have no business being there. Walk away straight. Money must be coming in, and it must be coming in regular. It's not like you do service there, the money, it must be coming in. That's what you have, because that's what you can do. That's when you're not buying a job. Resistant, recession proof. You want a business that is recession proof, that no matter what happens. That's why I tell you some of this fancy stuff, forget it. It is in the business that don't look cool. COVID happen, doesn't happen. If your house is not heating, you are in trouble. You want to freeze, you need someone to come and fix it. That's a business. Your plumbing has a problem, you cannot poo in here, so you have to poo. So they have to fix it. Those businesses, laundromats, those sort of things that are very good. You want something that you can raise prices with inflation. As inflation is going on, you can steadily jar small £2, £10, you add it onto it smoothly by some, and then something you can use tech to enable. Tech being, by the time you monitor your cost, people reach out to you. Some of these things are so small. Let me tell you, some of these people are in the UK here, and I'm not talking of in the UK. You'll be amazed at the gaps. Again, this person I was speaking about, that speaks to a lot of, a very, very close person to me, speaks to a lot of people in the insurance world. These people, I'm telling you, they own their businesses. The least I've seen that is spoken to, their businesses is at least 100K, worth 100K. Their healthcare business, what 100K. That's what they declare, because they have to declare it to the insurance company. And I'm telling you, all these people, they don't know how to use computers, because the company was moving to a computerized system for them to do their insurance. And most of them were complaining. They don't know how to use a computer. Most of them. You'll be amazed. In this UK, all of us are speaking Oyinbo, Queen's English of Elizabeth. But you'll be amazed, they're not great at laptops and pressing and stuff. Those businesses are there. They're available. So something you can just use tech to make better. Show some of the stuff you do, how you take care, your ratings, all of those things. It works. So I've given you two methods. You can see that I'm giving you analysis back to back. Yeah. Now, if you've done that initial analysis, let's look into deep analysis. You want to look at their P&L, because by this, I remember you gave them that LOI. That LOI is just letter of intent. It just shows that I'm interested in the business. It's not binding at all. You put the clause there, binding. I have sample of it if you want me to give you, of that LOI. Just use it. You tell them that letter of intent. You can sell letter of intent to 30 people. Say, I'm interested in your business. I want to buy it. A low length. How much are you selling? Let's discuss. Because then they are now keen to give you details. So that's when you can start looking at the numbers. And some of these things, God will bless AI. I have a website. If I open it for you, just put all the stuff they give you inside. All the details they give you inside. It will analyze it, or even it will analyze it, tell you where the gaps are, or tell you the more things to request for. I hope your minds, guys, are opening the way that I'm telling you these things. That's what I want. I hope your minds are opening to see that, this thing, I hope that's what I want our minds to do, to start churning and seeing that, hey, my 5K saved is not bad. You saw I opened one there, tanning business, body tanning business, 9,000. I hope that your minds are churning, your heads are beginning to look at opportunities. Yeah. Request their profit and loss document. It's very simple. If you don't understand it, take it and put it on ChatGPT. Let it analyze it for you. Analyze this profit and loss. Find everything that is wrong in it. Request for their balance sheet. Find everything. It's very simple. Straight up. You ask them for it. Normalize EBITDA. EBITDA is very simple. EBITDA is very, very simple. EBITDA just means earnings before interest, tax, amortization, kinikon, kinikon. It's nothing drama. It just means all the money that the company makes, all the money they make before they start removing orishi. You have to look at it. Add back the salary of the person. Look at all of those details. It's very your head is busting. Yes. I'm happy. That's what I want. I want our minds to be open to see that these things are very important. Yeah. Look at their assets. Thank you, Bayo. I appreciate it. Thank you, UD. Thank you, Dami. That's what I want our minds to start churning, to start saying that these things is possible. I'm not going to lie to you. This thing I'm telling you for free, I know how much people are paying for it. Trust me. Some of the popular, there's not a lot of people talking about this. So the coaches in this field are expensive. Expensive. Yeah. So now look at their assets and their debts. By the time you look at the assets, thank you, Mobology. By the time you look at the assets, some of this, any asset that is already older than 3 years, my dear Kinshe, it's not assets. Just you lower the amount if they put it as something, lower the value of that. It's not a big stuff. The loans too, the loans that are outstanding, contract, subscription, all of those things, their customer list. Look at their top 10 customers. Where is it, especially if it's not a walk-in or B2C stuff, walk-in, who are their customers, all of those things. The depth of their staff. There's a lot of things you want to look at here. The depth of their staff. Who are the staff? Their staffs, are they staff that do they have are their staff registered? Do they have papers? All of those things. Because if HRMC catch you, it's 60,000 pounds. So you have to make sure that all of those things. Look at your recurring revenue. Look at your contracts. You don't want a business where their contract is just one off. Like there was a business I've been actively chasing to buy because I really love interior decor and I really want to do it. Every company I've been chasing that I want to buy. Companies like 40,000 pounds to buy. Imagine. And what do they service? They service a lot of new builds. So new builds will have contracts with them and they'll be the ones to do like the interior decor, painting, the show homes, all of those. I'm very interested in it. Yeah, that particular one, I've been chasing it and I've just seen that there are contracts that I want to look at. The contracts they have about 3 contracts, but those 3 contracts is not enough because if one goes, that's 30% of the earnings that already go. So you have to look at those things. How diversified are their customers? The more diversified, the safer it is. You prefer a recurring contract than something that is just one-off contract that they just get. You don't know if they'll ever get it again. You want to shortlist as well 10 of their after you look at it, so you look at like 10 of them and decide that I'm going to go for visits or just informal evaluation, or just you can even do calling, see how fast they respond to the calling, see all of those. You look at, oh yes, Tolu, that's like what I'm interested in, staging show homes, interior decor. I really want to that field. That's something that is like a personal passion for me. So we should have a convo. So you want to now shortlist some of the people that you've looked at, call the stuff like you are a business person, see how fast they respond. Some of those things is what helps you. There was a company I was looking at buying, and I called their stuff. Do you know these people? I called them like 4 times before someone responded. When someone responded to me, guess what the person did? The person sent an email saying, I called your phone, but you said, I now responded that you didn't call my phone. You know the way they will just do, like they call you, then they will leave a voice note. That's they won't do they are not doing the work. They are just forming like they are doing it. So you want to look at all of those things. Very important. Yeah, that's your deep analysis that we're looking into. Then the next level is financial intelligence and tax. Very important. You see, some people will file number with amount with HRMC. Their bank statement will be different. You work with what they filed. Some people will tell you the business is worth £100 by 100k. By the time you go to HR, by the time they give you the one that they declare for tax, it will be maybe £50. That's the number you go with. That's the one you go with. You have to make sure. Don't worry, I'll tell you the team you also need. Make sure you ask for originals, their bank PDF, VAT returns. Some people, they are in trouble, they've not been paying. Make sure it's up to date, because when you inherit that, you inherit BC. And so once you've signed. Yeah, but I'll show you another trick too that you can use to claw back some of those things. Yeah, confirm their licenses are valid. Their stock, recalculate the EBITDA yourself, the earnings, remove all those one-off. They can just add one money into the stuff. Remove all of those. Like I was telling you, secret shop, call them, Go there and send someone to go there, go and look at those things. It's very important. This due diligence, you have to do it. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Don't buy wahala. Remember, like I told you, it's easy to walk away from a job. It's not easy to walk away from a business, especially a business you bought. So you want to make sure, don't fish on or find people who can do it. Yeah, find people who does their work and pay them for it. Let them do all those stuff for you. Yeah. Another due diligence, check the company structure. Who are the people? Do they have other hidden partners? Because it's anything that has plenty partner, I used to run. Because why? If they already have plenty partners, some of those partners, they can be demanding different things. Different things of getting the replay. Too much to process at once. Don't worry. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to be on private, but I'm going to give you guys a link to the stuff. But it's not going to be for long. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be for long. I will leave the stuff on. I'll send people a link, but it won't be on for long. But trust me, there's a lot to this, but it's doable. This thing, you get it right. It is the difference. It is how you will go from being a worker to being an owner and getting paid. Like I told you in the beginning, when you this if you buy the right business from day one, you are getting paid. From the first day, you are getting paid. You're getting paid. Your salary is paid. It might not be a lot. If you're a smart person, it might not be that you pull money. You can be using money to grow, but you are getting paid from day one. You buy the right, because these businesses are already existing. They're already doing business. Yeah. Check the credit reports. See if they are late paying. Check the employee files. Are they owing people holiday money? Have they paid people's pensions? Those sort of things. You have to put your eye inside to be sure that you're not buying basic. Some of the companies I've looked at, they don't have more than 10 staff. By the time you check some of the staff, their staff are not, permanent. They're maybe, temporary, or they're SLA contracts or something. Check those things. Know if they are owing people tax, if they are owing those pensions, if you are owing all of those things. Very important. Check it out. Yeah. Now, to financing the deal. I know some of you have looked in your hand and said, how do I finance this thing? Where do I get the money? That's the cocoa that we're going into. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's the cocoa that we're going into. How do you finance this deal? Guys, number one, you want most of these things, you get cash. You have to have at least maybe 10%. That's why I'm telling you that you can buy a 100K business with your 10,000. A 100K business, you buy it. Seller loan. There's something called seller finance, and I'll give you a bit more on that on that in my next slide, for seller financing. But do you know that a lot of the businesses that people buy and sell in the UK or even around the world, 60% of those businesses is from what we call seller financing, meaning that the owner of the business is financing it. The business itself is financing you buying it. So you can sometimes get up to 60% of the amount and then if you need extra boost, you can get a startup loan or a bank loan. Yeah. The safety rule is you want to ensure that no matter what happens, you still make money after all the loans are combined. Yeah. I'll explain seller financing to you, and this will open things up for you. The biggest way people pay for this thing and I say it's 60 to 70% of all the businesses that are sold is actually they do what we call seller financing. Yeah. So let me explain it in simple detail. Let's say you want to buy a business that is $100,000, £100,000. Yeah. You have 10K that you want to use to buy the business. Now, this business, after you do all the due diligence and co, is actually worth that 100K. So what most people will now do is this. You now tell the seller, the person who is selling it, now tell them that instead of me to go to bank to go and loan this money, let's do it this way. The 90K remaining that I need to pay you for this business, I would be giving you at the rate of 4,000 or 3,000 pounds a month as we make money in the business. Yeah. Now remember that 3,000, you have to make sure that you guys, your cash flow that is coming in is enough to cover that 3K or that 2K that you promise to be paying per month. Now, and then we will give you interest on it. So each year we're giving you a 4, usually 5 is like the middle point, or 6 sometimes. 6% interest on the money. And we will pay you that same 2,000 over 5 years or 10 years. Now, why does this make sense to the seller? Because if they sell now, they sell that business and they get that 100K from you, guess what? HRMC is waiting for them. Capital gains tax. They will pay up to 40 or how many percent of that money straight to HRMC. So they also want to preserve their money. Now, if you are paying them little over time, then after you give them the initial like 10% or 20% thereabout, then if you're paying them over time, it also pays them because now they pay much less tax. And guess what? It also helps you. If you discover other things inside the business that they have not declared, you can also be removing your money. So this way, you buy a business that is worth 100K with your 10K in hand. Each month, as the business is making money, you are offsetting the loan you collected from this person. Thank you. You offset it with warranty ties into it. So you're offsetting the loan you pay with this person quietly. You've bought a business. So this, for this person also, they are getting paid each month. They are making money. They are not doing anything, and they can get paid for the next 10 years. For you, you are sorted because you plan to improve that business. Guys, do you see the sense in what I'm talking about? So you are literally buying this business of 100K with 10K. And each month, as the business makes money, you are paying back that seller. And the seller knows that you can easily walk into a bank, because if you walk into a bank and you give them all the details of this thing that you have checked, yeah, no, it reduces the CGC. It reduces it a lot because now they're getting, it's like they're getting paid a salary. So now they'll just be getting paid the lowest the lowest tax bracket instead of a CGT. A CGT means capital gains tax that is accruing on 100K versus accruing on 2,000, on 3,000 per month. Do you guys see the sense in what I've told you now? That's how, and this is how over 70% of businesses are financed when you buy it. It is very like, and it's easy for the seller too. They get over 6% extra, because you can easily walk into a bank and say, I want to buy this business. I have all these papers. This is the business. What is done for the last 3 years. I have 10K of it and co. And the business and the bank gives you $90,000. They take this $90,000. You take this £90,000, sorry, and pay this person plus your 10K. Now that person immediately, HRMC is waiting for them, takes 40% of it, or takes at least 30K, even though they have 7. You see all the tax they've paid immediately. But you can forestall all of that. And this person will also get extra 8% per year on their stuff. And for you, it's literally just 2,000, 3,000 that is coming from the cash flow you're making per month. Guys, are you seeing the sense in this? Please let me know if you understand what I've said. Or you want, let me know if you get it. I want to see you people in the comment section. Do you get what I've told you? That's how you buy a business of 100K with just 10K. Are you getting it? This seller financing is like your key. It is your key. It also helps you to be able to, when something happens, you have their money with you. When something happens, you still have their money with you. So each month you check, then one debt comes in and you're like, so you have their money. You say, unfortunately, we are not able to pay you 3,000 this month or for the next 5 months because we need to offset this stuff that you did not declare. Are you getting it? Do you see where and how we can do this thing? And it's not a lie. It is the truth. It is happening every time. The other place also get financing. No, it happens, Toby. It happens everywhere, not only in SMBs. It happens for 2 million, 10 million. It happens everywhere. It is okay to work with your friends. Just make sure that the friends are real. Just make sure there are people that they are interested. There are people that they have sense. You guys can work together. Like the lady I told you, the Amina lady, I know her. That lady, she got money from people in her church. She got money. She paid them 15% on their money. So you can do it. It's not this is not phantom. This is what happens. Yeah, this is what happens. Don't worry. I'll tell you the team you need. There's a team you need to get. Put it at the end of the stuff. That's how I want you to think. Now, there's other places where you can get stuff in this country. There's also SBM business stuff where you get small business loans. They do. So far, you have those stuff. They will give you loans. They will give you loans steady for you to buy. And sometimes most people do these 3. They will get their money. They will do some seller financing, and then they will also take some loan. They will add it together. And each month, all the loans servicing can come to maybe 30% of what they earn. By the time you know it, by the time you add that plus, the cash flow that comes in and co, you're solid. You really bought this business with your 10K. That's how I want you to think. Now, if you don't have 10K or you are looking for a business that is the last A Nigerian that I'm speaking to you is right now buying a business, a care home worth £690,000. It's a Nigerian like us. He came here too with COS visa. He's buying a business of £690,000. I know because I've been looking at the numbers with him. 600 and something thousand, like, and he's gotten it. He's gotten that business. It's just looking at the nitty gritty, looking at the nitty gritty. So these things work. I'm telling you, they're not. It's not phantom. Also get SMB list. You'll be amazed at how easy. There's so much available to small businesses. SM, they give you up to £50,000. Some of them up to 100,000, but usually around £50,000. And guess what? Like I told you in the beginning, you don't use your own, especially for a first business. You don't use your own money or something. No, you must use the business as the guarantor. If you have to, if they need a guarantor. So it's very important to understand these things. Yeah, let's move on. What are some things I want you to avoid? Guys, you're going to get one first deal, a company you've looked at and all of that, and you're going to fall in love. Don't fall in love with one business. Please don't do it. I've done it before where there's a business that I'm so in love with that I really wanted. It was perfect and everything, but the guy has been giving me issues. So I learned my lesson from it. Don't fall in love with the first deal. Do other deals. Another thing is underfunding your working capital. That's why I told you that you must get that cash flow. Make sure cash flow is coming into that business, and that cash flow can make sure it can work for the things you want to do. You have to ensure that. Yeah, you also don't want to ignore debt. Some sellers will hide debt for you. You won't know that besewa. You will just know it later. You see why seller financing will also help you. You find out later, you deduct it sharp from the money you're paying them. So make sure you check, because once you own that business, you own the debt, you own everything. So make sure you check those balance sheet. I'll tell you the team you need, yeah, to do it. That's our next slide. Changing everything from day one. Please, when you come in, your staff are important. And this one, I want to drum it into us. We're not coming from a culture of people treating their staff very well. It doesn't work here. They will sue your life. So you want to make sure that you keep everything the way it is. Don't say from the day as you walk in, new or guy, let everything be running. Just slowly be looking for where you can make changes and add things into it. Slowly. Don't let your customers panic. And remember this. Remember, you don't want your customers to panic. Slowly but surely, you have to be making sure that you're making changes with sense. Start with the processes, start with SOPs. All this I'm telling you now, it takes too much for me to teach it in a 1 hour, 30-minute session. It's something that if you're interested in it and you know you're serious and it's not cheap, I will charge you, but it's not too much. I'll bring it. All of us in one community is how we can do this, where people want to buy deals and they come and we sit down and analyze, we do it. That's how it's a community that I'm going to build to make this thing work. Because I'm telling you, guys, we do this. You see all those issues with problems, with stuff, it goes. Because now you are owning, you are literally creating jobs. And that is on another realm. That's now affecting the GDP of a company. This is how I want you to think, yeah? Not paying yourself. Like I told you, you're not buying an expensive job. That business, the first thing you must look is, can it pay the operations manager and the people working for me? Operations manager will be the person that pay them well. If the normal going rate is 30,000, pay the person 33,000. Let the person know that they are life and soul, and make sure there are people who already are on the business, you understand it. God will bless you. Dolapo, thank you very much. Make sure that that person knows the business very well. Pay them well. So because they'll be your eyes there. Their salary is the most important to you, then the salary of other people, and then your debt, whatever debt, and then taking care of your customers. That's what you want to do. Yeah. And then make sure the company can now pay you. After all of that, their own is whatever is now remaining. Make sure it's able to pay you a salary, even if it's 2,000 you're making. My dear, you're making that to £2,000 without slaving, without hustling. That's what you are doing. So avoid these pitfalls. Next stop, you need a team. Yeah, a team, an accountant, because we see these numbers of you checking the due diligence. You might not know it. An accountant that will not cost more than 200, 250. Get an accountant. Lawyers will help you search in case they have one, in case all their licenses are not in place. Look for it. Subject matter expert. Subject matter is very important. Make sure that you find some. Sometimes when I say something, people are like, I will go and kini. No, it's not that bad. It's not that serious. Are you buying something, someone who sells a plumber? Go and look for a plumber that you can see around. Pay them 100 pounds on the hour to talk to them. Ask them. Some people you don't even know that. You don't even need more. Just go to, hi, how you doing? Oh, I'm looking to what's the problem with the plumbing? Oh, you'll be amazed at what people can tell you. No, not per month though. To sit down with them, for them to look at your job, to look at your papers, the papers you present to them, for to help you analyze, not to keep them on the stuff per month. No, to help you analyze, for the specific buy. That's what I'm saying. So look at subject matter people, someone who is in that business. Ask them questions. And it's not like you have to go and look for a big one, mentor. People are, you need a mentor. You need, no. You just need someone who is in that business. Are you buying a laundromat? Go to the person who does laundromat. Talk to them on that side. I mean, this. What are the problems, you guys? What do you have? What are some things I should look out for? You'll be amazed at how much people want to buy them lunch. Be approachable, smile, do those. You'll be amazed at how much people are willing to give you info if you ask nicely and you are really willing. I find that in this country, a lot of people like to talk. It's almost like people don't talk to people. So if you talk nicely and you'll be amazed at how many of them are really willing to talk. Then pray. If you are not a prayerful person, talk to the universe and use your brain. Opolo is very important. You see this brain, if you use it, I promise you it will work. Merge it with everything, then get an accountability team. Someone you can check off, someone you can ask this thing of, aka Wealth Motley. Reach out, pay for a session. Let us analyze it together. Remember, I'm also going to start a group of just buying business. I'm not doing a group for stocks, for my ETFs, no, just on buying business. Because you see, guys, we get this thing right. I swear to you, we will change the world. This UK will become our stepping stone if we get this thing right. Because you will buy the most essential businesses. Ben, if you're not talking to Jesus or Allah, talk to universe. But if we get this thing right, buying the right businesses, the businesses that are the heartbeat of the country, of the GDP, the businesses that are available for sale. I told you there's 5.5 million small businesses in the UK, accounting for over 2 trillion of the GDP. Guys, and at least 30% of them are on sale or are about to be on sale. They are owned by people over the age of 55 who their kids are not interested in it. People of God, don't dull. Don't dull. This is our opportunity. Yeah. And then going on from there, when you get your team, this team, again, you don't need them all around or something. You just need that team in that time. And part of the things I'm putting together is a curated list of companies we can buy that I can personally look at. It's not going to be free. I'm not going to lie. It's not free because it's work that we're going to do. But I truly believe in it. If we do this thing right, I promise you, it is the way to grow. And I remember saying this thing on Twitter, talking about this particular stuff. And a lot of people looked at me like I was mad. And people said really nasty things. And I realized that sometimes our mindset is just stuck in the hustle, that we are not seeing clearly the road in front of us. My people will say, Taban Sukun Amari, if you are crying, you can see the road. It's not like as you are crying, you cannot see road. So as you are crying, between your tears, you can see the road. We need to see the road. We need to see the road. Please, we need to see the road. So I want to work on that. Curate businesses that I know we can buy. Create a group where I can easily walk you through different things. And not only me, there will be other people like you on the group where we can easily analyze. It's not a place where someone can still analyze the business. This works. Where we can find partners to say that, Omo, I found this business is analyzed. Charles has looked at it. We've looked at it. This business, what I need to do, what we need to put down is 20,000. Let's split it down the middle. 3 of us, 2 of us, we split it down the middle. Let's buy this business. We buy it. We put a binding document on what we're doing. People, what you are contributing, what I'm contributing. Our operator, who that operator is, what we're doing. Decide, guys, is your mind opening to what we can do? This thing is possible, especially when we shed all those biases of company, of tribe, of all of those, because here they don't see us, they just see this color. They don't know that we don't speak the same language. We tell those biases and we grow. Yeah. So close and transition. Legal, like I told you, lawyer is very important. 3 to 90 days seller shadowing. You will shadow the seller. You will follow. I was reading the story of a lady who bought mailboxes and she shadowed someone who was selling. Every day she'll be the first to get there to open the shop. She'll be the last to close. She shadowed them for 2 weeks. That's what she did. This is a correct lady. My dear, that lady is making over 500,000 in revenue per year from that business. It's not a small something. Like, people are doing this thing. We don't have 10 heads. We can buy those. And guess what I'm telling you? These things are there. I was reading the story of a company in Japan where the man's family and they didn't have kids or something, and they were not interested. They had to pay to dissolve their own business. Imagine working at something for 60 years and you have to pay to dissolve your business because there was nobody to say. They were willing to give it for free to people who could run it. They had customers, they had everything. Guys, our minds should open. Our biggest problem is our mindset. Yeah. Okay. So comms plan, how you communicate to the people, develop SOPs, communicate SOPs. Let the owner give you tribal knowledge. Some of the things you will put in the contract you sign with these people is that the seller will stay on for 1 month to 3 months, thereabouts, where they will help you with the transition. They will introduce you, they'll be there to guide, they will do all of those things. Yeah. Very important. Look for the pain points, the things for me, marketing is like the biggest problem a lot of them have. Marketing, the right marketing, SEO, the right content creation that is not boring. Those things are the cocoa. By the time you can do it, not all this paper stuff. Something that, as they mistakenly type something by on their phone, SEO, tigbejade, you are there. Those are the things we need to fix. Yeah. And finally, your first 90 days, listen, look at the staff, thank them, give them bonus. Don't remember, if those people leave, your business is gone, especially if they have the knowledge. So you have to make sure that you treat them well in the beginning. Watch the cash flow. Look at how quickly you fix things. Look at your suppliers. Look at the dashboard. Look at the things, work one-on-ones with your staff. Let them feel you. Don't come there with an organ mentality. It doesn't work here. Don't ruin all the hard work you've done. All the hard work you've done of taking time to check, raising the money, doing all of that, and ruin it because you want to open shoulder. No, don't do that to yourself. Put yourself, learn those things. So you see that business, it will pay you to pay your children, and this is just your first. You can buy more. Small mom and pop businesses that you can add some tech into, that you can add some finance, some small changes into, and that money will be paying you a salary, paying other people, and you've made yourself. So thank you very much, guys. If you've got any questions, please ask your questions. Let me know in the chat section. And I'm going to put the link to the form. Please just click on that, fill the form. If you want me to send you list of 50 businesses that you can buy right now, 50 good ideas of businesses you can buy. And also, I will send you my checklist, a great checklist of businesses, that you can look at. That checklist will tell you exactly the things you need, the things you want to check for. That checklist will give you, your stuff. It will tell you, this is the things, this is what you want to check out. I'll give you that list. Thank you very much. Can we buy the business as a skilled worker? Okay. So now, as a skilled worker, you might not be able to buy it, but I want to believe you have dependents. Use your dependent's name to buy for now. That's the way you work around it. I'm not a immigration lawyer or anything, but you can just use your dependent's name. Yeah. Yes, you can access this video later, but I tell you, I'm only going to keep this video on for the next 1 week. I will take it off because I know that what I've given you, I swear to you, the cheapest you can find what I've given you for free in some societies is $2,000 for this thing I've told you for free, and I spent my time sitting to do it and give the wisdom out. Please take this thing. I know that when we give our people things for free, people don't get it. But I'm going to open a group. It's going to cost you money, but join. I beg you. You will change your life with these things. You will change your life. Please, any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Any more questions? Can the businesses be hands off? Absolutely. That's the whole essence. Because I want you to start with this one as your first business. You can buy 10 businesses. You can buy 10. I know someone in this UK that has businesses. 4 businesses from buying different ones like this. So you want to make that operations manager able, secure enough to run the business, but you are still involved. You are not leaving. You are checking if it's for you to spend 10 hours in a week on that business, 10 hours to 4 hours, 5 hours, but checking through, making sure nothing is right. You can do it. But yes, you can definitely do it. And someone on graduate dependent visa, yes, you can buy. If you're on dependent visa, you can buy, or you can, your spouse who is the stuff, you can definitely buy. Yeah, yes, you can buy businesses out of the UK. In the US, in Canada, or more, see the opportunities there of businesses to buy, because that's a whole continent now. They just they just call them states and John to you can buy businesses. Guys, if you are here and you are not even subscribed to my channel, you see that God is going to catch you. Subscribe to my channel. You have to, because that's the least you can do for this free knowledge I've given you. Subscribe. Yeah. How do we join the group? I will send out details of the group to everyone. Let me put this link here again, please. This thing I've told you is doable everywhere in Europe, everywhere in the Western world. I've put the link down again. Please, if you are interested, just put it there that you want to join. Put it there. I'll send out the details to your email. That group is going to cost you at least £250 to join. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's worth it, because we will break things down. I'm telling you. But like I said, this thing I've done it for free because it's just in my heart to give it out. But for us to move from here, for you to really do this thing, I promise you it works. Yeah. Can you buy post-study visa? Yes, I think you should be able to buy. You should definitely be able to buy. Yeah. Can you create a limited company and use a limited company to produce? Absolutely, you can. So it depends on what you do, but just make sure that you check, with the legal stuff that I put here. Just make sure you check all of those things. What if you can't join immediately? Would there be a deadline? I mean, I want to start doing some things. Remember, I said I want to create some businesses for more, so there won't be deadline. But it's better you join like the first set of cohorts so that we start all together. You see, this thing I've done. There's deeper insights that I cannot share in a 1 hour plus. It's already almost 2 hours, and almost 170 people were here sitting down with us. So I cannot share too much here. But there's so much that I can share every day, that we can do 3 hour, 2 hour sessions where we sit down, analyze, look at specific businesses, break it down. It's very important. Yeah, it's very important. Yeah, please, guys, let me know. Please fill that document. I beg you. This is all I've asked for you guys. Feel that yes, there'll be opportunities to collaborate with people that we will vet, opportunities to collaborate with people that we will vet. We must vet it. Are you this person? We must vet. We must know everything so that we all plan. We all, like, every time I look at it, we are not here to be ass wipers, man. God forbid. How do non-residents buy this business? If you're a non-resident, you likely will have to partner with someone who is a resident, because you cannot buy outside. It doesn't even make sense for you. Yeah, you have to be able to buy with someone who's here and someone you trust again. It's very important, guys. This is our opportunity. These businesses are available. We cannot sleep. We cannot be looking. This is our opportunities to grow. This is our opportunities to do things well. And the more that we do it, the better for all of us. Yeah. I'm going to put this back. Sorry, I'm just going to put the form again. I've put the document again. You see it from Wealth Monthly. Please subscribe to my channel. I beg you. This is this sort of thing. And I know that, guys, I beg you. The more that I say, the more that we can easily look at ourselves and we will grow wealthy. We can do these things. We can do this. It's already a discount, though. Okay, my dear, 250 is already a discount. I charge more. It's already a discount to do it. And if you don't also have to join. If you don't want to join, pay for a session with me. We sit down, bring 2 or 3 businesses. I sit down with you and analyze it and tell you what to run from, what you can do. I've told you this stuff. Like I told you, I'm going to make this video available, but it's not going to be available forever. It's only going to be available for about a week or two, because I'm specifically. What's your question, Adeshewa? I must have missed it. I'm trying to pick. Can we sponsor with the business? Yes, okay. Hey, what are you talking about? I'm not what did they call it? I'm not a this thing. I'm not a immigration lawyer, but when you have a business that you own that is working and and it is on part of the people you are employing there is on the list for of course you can sponsor now. So it's not a hard. My one-to-one is not expensive. My one-to-one is just £80. Pay for it. Let's sit down. Let's analyze the business. Get the business. Put it down. I will tell you exactly what to about. I'll tell you the one to run away from immediately. Yeah. Thank you so much. Mary Jane, thank you very much. That's one of my subscribers. I'm happy that you joined. Guys, do we have any questions? Do you have any questions? That's for joining the group, Sandra, and that's the discounted price for joining the group. After that, my sister is 400. But I would send again, please fill the form so that I know exactly the people who are interested. And also, people remember this with this form, I'm going to send you a list of 50 businesses you can buy in the UK. I'm also going to send you the checklist that you are going to use to check every business you want to do. I'll also include in it my sample of LOI, letter of intent that you can give them. Yeah, all of those things I'm going to put it. So make sure you click on the stuff and please this is our opportunity. Please, if you have any questions, some of you are on, you haven't asked any questions. Please, if you have any questions, thank you so much. Thank you. If you have questions, please give me comments. Let me tell you what you guys think. Let me tell you what you guys think. Yeah, let me know what you think. If you don't have any questions, I'm just back on this seller financing page because I know that this is the page that is the money page for a lot of people. I'm sure you didn't know these things were available. My dear, well, in this life that we're here, my people will say, uh, um, uh, if you don't know how your mates grew, if you don't know how they grew, you will run forever. You just be running. You won't know that those people found the way. So maybe not run forever. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Please fill that form. I beg you. Give us your comments, your feedback on the session. I'm posting it again. Just click on it. So that I can know, your feedback, all of those things. The seller financing. Miriam, did you not listen when I was talking? Don't worry. Like I said, you will get the document. You will get the document. Don't worry. I'll put in what's included in the group and what's covered. I'll put it there. But please remember, we're growing a group, an accountability group where businesses we can come together, buy businesses together, or you are buying a business, we come there, I'm able to analyze it for you. We will have sessions, deeper sessions on this. See what I gave you now is the very fair, like just the overall. We will have sessions where we're sitting down and analyzing. I'll be doing it every month as new people joining. Whole session of analyzing business. This is what we're going to do. This is how you buy. You bring your business. I sit down with you and we break it down. Break it down in detail. Break it down. Yeah? Break it down. My one-to-one is only for 1 hour. And after that 1 hour, that's the end. So that's why my one-to-one session is £100 for now. My one-to-one is only for 1 hour. We have that convo and that's the end. But the group, you are staying there. So that's how it is. And I will be responding and helping and doing all of that in the group. So that's why. Guys, thank you so much. I see that people do appreciate this. Thank you very much. I want you to know that it took me a lot to put this together for us, but I'm happy that people stayed up until the very end and they get it. The seller finance, like I told you, is giving the seller money over time instead of paying back. So they are literally financing you to buy the business. They are giving you the money. Yeah. Yeti. Yeah, so follow no road. Thank you so much. God bless you too, Eunice. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to all of you guys. Thank you for joining. I'm happy your mind has been open. That's what I really want to do. That's what, yes, the process can be completed in 6 months, Felicia. Definitely completed in 6 months. But like I said, I don't want you to rush. Take your time. That's what you want to do with this. Take your time. Don't rush it. Let it be something that happens over time. Yeah, make sure you grow it. Take your time. And remember, you are buying a business. You don't want to buy a liability. You're buying a business. Yeah, because I forgot to even include this my last quote. You want to buy a business with cash flow. You don't want an expensive job. That's what you want to do. You want to buy a business with cash flow. You don't want an expensive job. You want it to be a business that can pay you. If you can, because by the time you can get paid on that job, and guys, I know there are people, Nigerians, Kenyans, in this country who are doing exactly what I'm telling you, owning businesses legally. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Please ensure you subscribe to the channel. I beg you. Please fill the form. I'm just going to put the form one more time. And then, like I said, I'm going to keep this video on for a week, and then I'm going to take it down, because this is knowledge that the more that you look at it, the more you realize what I packed into this session. And if you're interested in joining the group, even if it's 10 of you, 20 of you, let's go. Let's start. But it has to be people that are serious and you're interested. And it is 250 for today, and for the next week. But after that, it goes back to the original fee of 400, non-negotiable. It's not by force. Anybody who is interested, come in. Let's do it. Thank you so much, guys. Please make sure you put these comments, these great things. Please put it in that form I've put out. I take God beg you. We don't have any questions. Yeah. Thank you very much. No, I think you can definitely join if you're on a skilled worker. You definitely have a family or something. The reason is because if you buy a business on your skilled worker, you need to be able to justify you're only doing 20 hours. But I guess that if you're able to buy it and you have an operations manager managing it, then I think you should be fine, to be honest. If you have an operations manager that is managing it, you should be fine. Everyone waited to the end. I'm surprised. Guys, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. 100 and something of you to the very end. Yeah. The subscription is for 6 months. My brother, calculate Naira. Calculate the Naira equivalent. Calculate the Naira equivalent, but it's not negotiable. Ejo. Thank you so much. I remember someone wanted to pay for this session with a very popular person. It was $10,000. Someone even here said it was 14,000. Someone I know paid $10,000 for this sort of session where they sat down, because there's a lot I haven't even drilled that I couldn't do because we have such a limited time. But you see this thing, we get it right. You get this thing right, my dear. We're all right. Oh, you get it right from day one. Day one. Just here before everybody tunes up, I want to go back to like looking at businesses here. Look at this one, Thailand. Can you see these people? Up to page 22, there's still businesses available. Like so many. Now you go tire now. Now you go tire. There's still businesses available to buy. And this is online. Remember, like I told you, this is online. This is not even, you want to look for something that like this now. I'm not gardening specialist, the people garden all year round. I want something that look at this. This one is live music venue and recording studio. I'm into these people, these black people. I have the details, but which one did I use to register with them? Actually, because you can see, if we could see, I wanted us to look at the details of this business. Let's go into another place where we can look at some more details. Um, yeah, this is 150. We can always filter here. Is that their filter stuff where you can filter the ones that, yeah. So let's look at low to high. Let's look at low to high. I don't want house. You see these things, eh? See low to high we clicked now. Why are you giving me? Yeah, now low to high. Senior residence, 30 room home. I want low. I don't want something that is so okay. The turnover, I'm cool. Look at this one. Turnover of 48K per week. You people. See, like when I tell you these things are available, it's like sometimes when I look at it, it's like I'm looking for money. 80 bed fast care facility. Like, hey, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing? Also, the due to retirement. These are some of the things you want to look at. 2 homes and 5 properties. These are some of the things you want to look at. I'm looking for the small ones. Why are you people showing me the most expensive ones now? Have I not filtered well? Let's look at. I want okay, this one is Scotland. making 9 a week. Freehold. See if this one will open. This one is leasehold. This one is sold. So 28 a week. Okay. So are you guys still with me? People are still here. People are still here. Can you own? Yes, now you can own and do. Oh wow, Cody charge. I didn't even know she charges that much. Wow, 14. Can you own a business for? Yes, you can. Full time job. You can own it. Like own it, man. You can own. Yeah, those ones I've paid for. Ad. Yes, that's right. Yes, yes. The resource will come with the stuff. Everything will come with it. Yeah. You guys are still here, so I want to look at more of these businesses, Ejo, because that's the cocoa. Look at this one now. This one with CQC registration and co. Okay, this one is when we try. I want to look for more. Just look for more. Okay. Registered 5 supported living properties, providing expert care to 18 to 16. Autism learning days. See, this is not so bad. Autism, learning disabilities, and associated health problems offered for sale to facilitate directors' retirement plans. So that's what they're doing. Has long-standing relationship with local authorities, highly experienced second-tier management team in place, so the team can run independently. Okay, excellent work culture, facilitates 2 freeholds. Would benefit from hiring a business development representative to assist the government in setting up new business. So you see, turnover in excess of 1.8, adjusted EBITDA of around 360K. Okay. Now, something else I didn't mention in this stuff is anytime you want to buy, what you want to buy is around 2.5 times the EBITDA. But this EBITDA, the way they've done it, they usually overcalculate it because they want to inflate the price. So you want to make sure that by the time you get all the papers, you calculate it. Before you know, this EBITDA might be less than 200 safe by the time you look at it. I remember the seller financing, wishi wa. Well, this thing, when I tell you that in this place, if you don't know, let's look at day and nurseries. Yeah, see this one now. That's daycare and nursery. See 424. Let's look for, let me see. Let's hope this one will filter. Aha. See this one now. Look at them. These are locations. I don't want location. I want businesses. So I want businesses. Don't want their rent. Right, biz. Don't give me rubbish. Let me use the other ones, Jerry. Okay. Go to businesses for sale. Let's go here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Nice. Okay. Don't want to list my business. So I want to buy. I want to look at what you have. See, they are telling them people to come and quickly sell their business. For you to know that, whoa, um, it's not what I want to buy businesses. Why are people giving me their about us? Giving me their about us. Buy a business. Sorry, just looking at. People no go. Yes, now that's why you're paying. I'm going to support um businesses. Yes, I'm going to support. So see, you guys are still here. So let's quickly look at some businesses together. See, asking price of this one. So then take away premises, turnover 50 to 100K, net profit 10K. So that you telling how much you make after you get everything done and cool. So, but like I told you, I know they do food. If you are doing anything food, my dear, I'll tell you. Let's look at cleaning. See, for this now, I've just again, this is just over. So cleaning in UK all over all the regions. So if we were to cut it down, let's say it's even 700 and something. Let's say we look at domestic cleaning. So domestic, that is not anything. See this one asking, they're asking 28,000 to get the business. And look at them, what they dress on fine. Very buy. Hertfordshire. Please from Hertfordshire, yeah. Remember, like I told you, all of these things. Oh, you can cut it down far. Let us let us sort it. Um, let's see lowest asking price. Let's start with that. So we see as low as 7,900. Family owned cleaning business. Part-time hours, full income. So don't spam us, right? Cleaning business, online based cleaning business. You can run the business on the content of their own. See, that's under £10. That's under 10,000. And this is a franchise. I don't want franchise. I want to own the business. Online business in Manchester. Cleaning business. So let's look at some of them. So this is that other one I looked at. This one, it is 20, asking for 28. This is their turnover per year. This is their net profit. Excellent days, franchise benefits. Who is living in Hertfordshire? Ewalo wo. Receive comprehensive training, continuous support. This loyal and growing client base, strong potential domestic, additional revenue in commercial contracts, post construction clinic. That one, there's money because I always building out this post construction clinic. Currently, the person is running it from home. Okay, so you see, how many employees? 10. Mhm. So if you wanted to do franchise, Lele is same, but they also want to sell. Full handover training, ongoing support. So, guys, that's one. Brilliant cleaning business in Glasgow. Who is in Glasgow? Online, you can run the business from anywhere. Advertising is done online. We have a network of partners and no cold calling. We've created a funnel suitable for everyone wants to go there. So let's go and look for more. Oh, sorry, I was sharing something else. I was looking at something else. But like I said, you see these things, you will filter the life. Remember, we're still, this is just initial looking. Remember, I said you look at 100, look at 50, contact like 20 of them. I don't want all these things. Okay. Oven franchise. No, we don't want. Oven cleaning franchise. We don't want franchise. This we say. No franchise. Molly made cleaning business. Kogogo. You see this Kogogo? They are This Kogogo is a nice one. They are a company too. They're a broker. So sometimes they list this stuff. You see, out of this company now, this Kogogo, sorry. No, I'm not sharing my right screen. So yeah, this is domestic cleaning business for sale. Hampshire. Which one is that place now? Now look at them. This Kogogo, they are a broker on their own. Look at on this site, they have over 619 listings. But if they are a broker on themselves, that's why you see it's not contacting seller, it's contact broker. So they're a broker, they have their own stuff. So you see, Kogogo, domestic cleaning, they do spring cleaning, domestic oven cleaning, and co. It's relocatable. Okay. Expansion, digital, so they don't have any digital stuff. And co partnerships, we can do all of that. Relocatable, operates appointment basis and co. So So now you can now do now what I do is that sometimes when you look at this people, when you reach them, they tell you to sign NDA so you won't contact the stuff directly. But most of the time, by the time you already look here, you can already see who the person is. By the time you already look by yourself, can you see? You without even contacting Kogogo, you can already see who this business is. So you can go in, check, do all of that. This is already their name and they are willing to sell. And remember, this is how much they said they earn. This is what their turnover is per year. So that means you can, and they don't have digital, they don't have all of those things. So are you guys seeing what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Do you understand where I'm going now? Do you understand? Aha. You can do franchise. I'm just more into ownership. You can do franchise. You can definitely do franchise, but I'm just more into buy your own and own it, man. You know. So you see this one now, you can easily just you can see the company already there. Go contact them, ask questions, do all of those things before you know. Okay. Guys, let me leave us. This is the last time I'm putting on the form so that in case anybody hasn't filled that they want to fill. But you're just seeing that Rishi, like there is you can do advertising, you can do so much. And that's just again, I've just looked at cleaning, you know. This is another one. Hmm, hmm. This one they are selling franchise. Me, I want business. So yeah, this is our this is Watford. No, not franchise, I don't want. My dear, this thing you go do it, and like I told you, there's broker. If I go to Kogogo themselves, if you go to Kogogo's website, this Kogogo self, I suppose buy their business because they are not the most useful guys. They sell businesses. That's what these people do on Kogogo. They sell like they're brokers. So remember, I told you you can go to sites like that buy business, and then you can go to something like Kogogo where they buy they do this thing. So they have plenty. Like now you go tire, they have plenty. So, for example, let's say we look at I told you some businesses to avoid. Out at gallery, because someone was asking me about beauty salon. Let's look at salon there. You can say maybe asking price. Let's reduce it to something low, something under this. Let's search. So, or sometimes you can even put your location. This is Oxfordshire. Uh, this is in London. Look at the salon they want to sell you. Some of you that know how to do it very well and want Kiniko, 199. So they can do this. This is in Kenya. If I look at, let's say, discover the business. Let's look at it. Mhm. So they're asking 105. Okay. So Manchester built up enviable regulations locally. Started 14 years ago. Okay, so it shows that it's old. Only now business has come to market due to personal training circumstances. Turnkey currently offers microblading. This microblading, women like it too. Semi-permanent makeup. Advanced skincare. So they are correct. They are not just salons. So these things are business people are doing. Salon during 5 years, okay. 4 staff members, excellent ratings, um, handover period. So if you are into this is stuff. And I think that this because beauty never goes out of style, my dear. Beauty is something correct. I think you can still negotiate this because by the time you see full financials available on upon request, you know, um I hope you people are seeing what I'm seeing. This is another one, Cheswick. This one, the name is already there, wellness. So I can even bypass these people and go to do that company myself and talk to them and have convos. That's the name. Wellness. Started over a decade ago. You always want something that is old like that, ready for its next owner. Prime location in Cheswick. Turnover of 144. Okay. Online presence already. Okay. They have something full range. Facials, massage, waxing. Team of 5. Okay. So you see what I'm saying, guys. It's plenty. So look at different ones. So that's another broker. They do brokerage and go. But what I want to do is much different. I want to do a different brokerage system for us where we handpick the people, we handpick the stuff, we handpick the ones that work for us, and then we go ahead. So thank you. Make sure you've liked my stuff, and make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope it's been a good session. I've spoken now for about 2 hours. Thank you for staying. Thank you so much, everyone. For taking time to join this. Please, I would send you the details. If you've not filled the form, ensure you fill it, please. It's for this is our life-changing one. This is the one. Thank you so much, everyone. Please start looking at this thing, start checking them out. Like I told you, some of this stuff, by the time you look at it already, there's already this thing there. There will already be even like the name of the company. See, all of you that want to buy adult entertainment, I cannot mention it before they find my page. Is it available? Let's search. ah, ah, are you serious? Anyway, extremely highly rated, popular entertainment suites. Wow, wow. Mhm. Okay. This is but yeah. So there's so much you can find. Like you can find stuff. So thank you so much, guys, for staying. Thank you very much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. I truly believe that this is how we can really, really change things and buy this stuff. Like you can buy stuff. Is looking at this business. So this one is you already even know the name. You can see the name there. They want to sell for about 55K. And basically, what are they selling? So they are a business. Decor business. Currently, I have over 10 new build sites. So that's not bad. With over 1,000 units between them. That's not bad at all. So the stuff is diversified, all of that. Guys, there's business. There's business to be bought. Remember what I taught you. Yeah? I'm going to share this stuff. Thank you so much. Have a very, very lovely time, everyone. I will be ending the live stream now. Don't forget to please fill the form, I beg you, so we get your feedback. And if you'd like to join, please let me know. Thank you. I'll keep, like I said, I'll keep the stuff on. I'm going to keep it on my channel with the link and code for anyone, for the next one. This is not for you, Otolu Timamwe. For the next, I'm going to keep it on for the next 1 week, and then I'm going to take it down because I know that what I shared is value, and I hope that you guys really watch it back and take advantage of it. Thank you so much. Have a lovely, lovely day. Don't forget to subscribe. Tolu, don't let me catch you. I've already reached out. So if you're talking, me that I'm already in talks with the owner. The owner's name is Ian Mutiba Soroto. So for us, hey, now you're talking. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely day. I'm so grateful to all of you that stayed. Really tired now, but thank you very much, everyone. Please, please take this wisdom and use it. Use it for your good. Reach out if you need help. Remember, you don't have to even join the group. Just pay for a one-to-one session. I sit down with you for 1 hour. We analyze something you want to do together. We analyze, if we sit down. I tell you the ones, bring 3 businesses you've looked at. We analyze it together. We look at the numbers. I'm also going to put together a whole team where we can imagine you can get all the lawyer, the accountants, everything who will do it in one place. That's what I'm trying to curate for us, that specifically can understand us as Africans, that can help in the whole process. That's what I'm putting together. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Bye.